Welcome back. Now let us do the hands-on. Please go to the code folder and open basic.r. Please open it in RStudio. As soon as you click, it will open in RStudio. And this is the line number 2. Is the location of your RBasic code. If you have kept RBasic code in a different folder, then copy the folder name from here like this one and paste it over here. One difference is that if you see, this is the forward slash. In case of window, you will get a backward slash. So please change the backward slash to forward slash when you copy to R. Okay. So, and to run the any command in R is Control Enter. So I have pressed the Control Enter on line number 2, and if you see, it has run. This is the. It means, what is the meaning of that? Folder current is having the value of your working folder, and line number 3 is where you set up your working folder. And why do you set the working folder? Because at working folder, this will be our reference, and we are going to have few more things like data. We have kept it over here. Keep the data over here. Of what the images will draw, that will bring it over here, and some logging will be doing over here. So when you set the working folder, it means that become your central folder or the reference folder, after which you can use the data from this folder. You can copy the images from this to this folder. You can write the log to this log folder, and so on. That is why you need to have the one reference folder, and using that you can have the other folders as you can access other folders as a reference to this one. One example I have shown you that let us see if you want to access the image folder. So image folder is, if you see, this is the over here, and your code is over here. So what it says, .1 dot means one level above, or one level this one, this is, or you can say sibling, and then name is images. So this folder can be accessed from here, from this basic.r, using this. So dot is the sibling. You can think like that in a simple, that on the same folder, and this is the image. Okay. So run it. Line 3, I'm going to run Control Enter. Line number 8, Control Enter. So it has run. That's all. So this is just to set up the environment. Now let us start working or learning one by one. So one of the basic things that we start learning in basic R is vectors. So vector you can declare like this. You can have any name you want, and arrow. Arrow is equivalent to assignment and similar to any other technology. So it is equivalent to assignment. And C is you can think like collection. So what it is saying, you have to see the think like a collection, and all the data you want to define in a parenthesis like this. If you see this one open, and here I have defined 3 string data. One is apple, another is orange, and third is banana. So when I run line number 13, we have got one variable called myVector, and that is having the 3 variables inside, and you can print like this. So you can print either line 14, so this is what it prints, or you can also select the which you want to print, like myVector, and then press Control Enter. It will also print. So you can print either using the print command, or select the object which you want to print and press the Control Enter. And let us see the class of it. In line 17 we are running it character. So what it is saying, that for this vector all the contents are of having the character nature, that is string. So this is the class of it, and you can get the class of any object using the function name class. Okay. Now let us go and practice little bit with integer. Line number 20 we are defining a vector with integer. Line number 21 we are printing it, and see line number 24 we are creating the class of it. So it is having the numeric. So numeric, what does vector does it? It has some strict, this has the strict integer class type as well as the numeric. Numeric is the bit superset of it. What it means, let me make it, suppose instead of 2, if I make it 2.1 and I'm running line 20, I'm printing the class again 24. So you see that even though your data is 2.1, it is still printing numeric. Numeric is a data type of nature which is having both integer and real value. Real value, that is a decimal type, like 2.1, 2.5, 3.1 and so on. So that is a bit bigger one. Okay. Similarly, you should have now as a class work, please define one vector, one with float and double data, and see the class. Also define one vector where you have the mix of all the variables, like one is string, one is integer, one is float, and see what is the class of that. So that will be your class work. So please go and do it. Okay, so that will be another class work that you have to define a vector that is having a mix of the different types of data, like string, integer, float, and see the class of it. So that will be your class work. Now let us move to another data type that is called list. List can contain any data type like vector or the list itself. So if you see over here, this list, this you can define like this. This is the function name, and this is the one vector. This is the one simple one scalar point. This is the my vector which we have defined above, and this is the above. So list, you can have a number of vectors plus any scalar plus any list itself. So line 31 I'm running, and if you see that line 32 I'm printing, it is saying the first element is 1, 2, 3, second element is 3, 4, 5, and third element is apple, orange, banana, fourth element is this 2.15.0 and 1.0. Okay, and what you can do, you can also have this way, and if you want to give some name, then you can define like line 34. So I'm defining line 34 and 35 is printing. So here if you see, this is having some name. If you see the previous one, when the name was not there, it was simply giving the index 1, 2, 3, 4. Once the name has been given, line 36 is the way to print or access any element. So see, if I want to access the myvec, so it is having defined over here. This is the way you access. Okay. And so just homework over here, that try to access the other element through the name as well as through index and also through dollar. What is the meaning of dollar? So this is your my list, and you can also access it like here, and as soon as you press the dollar, it will start showing you. So some number, if I run it, control enter, it will show. So access it using the dollar also. So these are the three different ways to access. This will be your classwork. So please pause the video and do the classwork. Okay. So now let us go ahead and do the matrix. Matrix is I had already defined, that is the number of row and column. So let us start with a very simple matrix. And the create a matrix, the function name is matrix itself. So let us in 41, let's go ahead and define, run it. I'm running 41 and 42 printing. If you see that right now it has printed simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But generally matrix we want a number of row and number of column. So that is what in line 44 we have said number of row 2, number of column 3. The multiplication of this should be 3 into 2, 6. So total elements should be 6. Okay. So I'm running line 44 and printing in line 45. So you see it has given us 1, 2, 3 and all. One thing you observe that it has done in this way. 1, 2 by basically filled first column, then 3, 4, then 5, 6. Basically it is filling by column. We'll also see how we can fill it by row. You can also change this one, that if you want number of row different, number of column different, then line 47 is the way. And if you see now we have got the 3 column 2 column and 3 rows. It is filling, if you see, first column was 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6. If you want to fill it by row, then what you have to do? By row equal to true. That is what you have to mention. So line 50 is the way, and if you see 50, I'm running the line 50 and then 51. See, it has right now, it has filled by row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is how it works out. Now instead of integer, you can practice with a float or any other variable like character and all. So after this video, please practice with character or the float or double or any other data type. That's all. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for watching this. See you in the next one.